Postal is a series of mediocre games. There was never a great game developed by the Arizona-based developer Running with Scissors. But out of the 3 games, I'd say Postal 2 was the only decent one, especially because despite its technical shortcomings, at least it's got more character and charm than Postal 4, Regurgitation. God, that game was garbage. I guess they had to make their own version of Postal 3 just for the lulz. Postal Redux lets you know it's an outdated game by its controls and graphics. Not only does the game look awful, which is ironic given this is a remaster, but the controls are atrocious. Imagine trying to play a top-down shooter on a PC. It's not possible. These types of games are 1, obsolete, and 2, clunky beyond disbelief. They were meant for arcade machines with joysticks and all, not a computer with a keyboard and mouse. But hey, at least by default it's black and white, basically, so I can alter the footage to change the color of the blood, cause you know, screw YouTube. There's a small arsenal of weapons. By default, you get an infinite ammo, low damage, low accuracy submachine gun. Then you get the pump action shotgun, an automatic shotgun, flamethrower, rocket launcher, grenade launcher, grenades, molotovs, and a revolver. There's no real plot in comparison to Postal 2. Instead, the Postal Dude is just some insane in the membrane white guy. And it's basically, a white male simulator. Or by today's politically correct standards, incel simulator. Just run around and gun down everyone, but especially the hostile NPCs to move on to the next level. The art style and perspective does throw me off throughout my playthrough, but I never died. It's an too easy, and very boring game to play. I mean, without any context, what's the appeal of this game? I guess if you're still a 12-year-old who just discovered Marilyn Manson and Death Note, you'd find this game a dream come true. But since I'm no longer in that dark phase of my life, though one day I shall return given how my life is going right now, the joy of massacring people alone isn't enough to entertain me anymore. We're no longer in the age of Newgrounds and Miniclip. We need games today that offer more substance. If you got the contents of a Flash game, you need to go back to the drawing board and start all over again, because your game is going to suck. Nothing worse than a shallow, lackluster, clunky game of mediocrity. And that's the best way to summarize Postal Redux.
That's a boomstick.
So yeah, you move throughout a few dozen levels and kill a bunch of people. The same models of police, rednecks, and military. It gets old and nothing interesting happens. The ending is boring and anticlimactic. I just cannot comprehend the appeal. There's not a single level that interested me. You got the generic American suburbs, the generic mine tunnel, the generic Chicago streets, the generic military base, the generic train station. It's just meh. Plus, you'll be lucky if you can get more than 20 minutes of playtime out of this thing before you're bored, let alone done, as you just beated the game right out of nowhere.
Population pressure and the stress of modern life may cause an increase in violent tendencies. The urban environment is the incubator for all sorts of undesirable behaviors. However much his atrocities disgust us, he may actually consider himself a hero. This is common among those who, in the popular slang, go postal. exactly what set him off, but rest assured, you will have plenty of time to study him.
At the end of the day, Postal Redux is just another mediocre edgelord game of the boring tropes and repetitive droll mechanics. I cannot recommend it, as I'm not a 12-year-old anymore. I guess that's running with Scissor's target audience. Maybe that's why I couldn't get into Postal 4 and consider it one of the worst games of all time. Who knows? What I do know is, if you plan on getting Postal Redux, be sure to get onto a storefront for a quick and easy refund after you realize what a mistake it was to get the thing in the first place. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.